Hi everyone, welcome to this exciting maths class on congruence of triangles. I'm going to make the concept of congruency super easy for you. So I'm sure you'll find this topic of congruence of triangles really easy after watching this class. So friends, be sure to watch the entire video and do share it with your friends. And I would like to say we have these exciting courses on manochaacademy.com. So guys, do check it out. I'll put the links below. We have physics, chemistry and maths courses for class 9 and 10. And we also have the ICSE course for physics class 9. So guys, do check out our courses. We are planning to launch more courses and we have got great discounts going on these. So do take the courses if you find these courses useful, and please share it out with your friends. All right, guys, are you excited for this topic on congruence of triangles? And thanks everyone for joining us on this live session on maths. And I want all of you to participate and let's make it a real interactive session. Excellent, guys. And guys, some of you asking what's my name. So my name is Sandeep Manocha, and here we are starting off on our topic congruence of triangles. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button right now. So let me ask you guys, so if you take a look at your hands, right? So if you take a look at your hands, are your hands congruent or not, right? What is the criteria for congruency? What is the meaning of congruency? We're going to all learn this in today's class. So let's take a look. So we'll come back to this question, right? So what is congruency? Two geometrical figures having exactly the same shape and size, right guys? So two geometrical figures that have exactly the same shape and size, okay? They are known as congruent figures, okay? So these are called congruent figures, and this is the definition. And what is the symbol of congruency? So we have this curved line, or what in computer you call as tilde, right? And the equal to sign. So guys, as you know, this is the symbol for congruency. Let me write it a little bigger. So here's the symbol of congruency, right? Okay, you must have seen this symbol, okay? And if you haven't, this is the symbol of congruency. So based on this definition, guys, can you tell me which lines are congruent? So we have three lines here on your screen, AB, CD and PQ. So guys, can you tell me which lines are congruent? And very good, some of you are saying the congruent thing should overlap. So we are going to talk about that, right? So that was the basic definition. So guys, can you tell me out of these which lines are congruent? And guys, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button right now and do share it with your friends. Okay, so I want everybody to hit the like button if you're enjoying our classes. Thanks, guys. Okay, so very good. So which lines are congruent here? So as it said, right, it should have the same shape and size. So in basically lines, it is the length, right? So can you see here, guys, the line AB, right? It is 5 centimeters length. Can you see that? And CD is also the same length, 5 centimeter. Okay, so these lines, but PQ has a length of 3 centimeter. Can you see that here? So PQ's length is 3 centimeter. So which are congruent? Excellent, guys. That's the right answer. AB is congruent. We can say line AB is congruent, right? So let's use our congruent symbol to line CD, okay? Because they are exactly the same size. And if you overlap them, they're basically identical. They will overlap with each other. Excellent, guys. So now let's take a look. Suppose I give you these angles. So we can talk about lines being congruent. We can also say angles are congruent. So here, can you tell me which angles are congruent? And note, we are focused here on the term angles, not lines. So we have angle ABC, angle PQR and angle DEF. So who can tell me which angles are congruent here? And I want all of you to participate and try. Okay, let's make it an interactive class. I shouldn't only be speaking here. You guys should be replying in the chat and letting me know your answers. Okay, so go ahead and try. Okay, excellent. I'm seeing some answers out here. So what is the condition for angles to be congruent? Basically, the angle should be equal, right? So it's very simple. And as you can see here, angle ABC, it's 45 degree. And can you see angle PQR is also 45. But angle DEF is 30 degree. It's a different angle. Can you see that? The value is different here. Okay, just let me mark it in red here. So therefore, angle ABC and PQR, they are equal, and we can say these angles are congruent. So angle ABC is congruent to angle PQR. But here the length of the ray does not matter, because you know in angles the rays can be extended infinitely, right? So you know guys that this you can extend BA infinitely and BC, and same for this. So in angles, the main thing is when you're looking at angles, it's basically the angle value needs to be equal. Okay, excellent guys. So now let's take a look at the next one. Are these shapes congruent? Okay, so you have two shapes there. Can you see a triangle where all the sides are 5 centimeter, right? They're equal sides, and also the you have the square here. So can you see, right? We have a triangle here. So we have this triangle, right? And we have this square here. And note the lengths are equal, right? 5 centimeter. So are these shapes congruent? Okay, very good. A lot of you are saying no, right? Because even though this the side length is equal, but the shape is different. It should be the same shape and size. So here the answer is no. The triangle is not congruent, right? These are not congruent because clearly they are not the same shape and size. Okay, one is a triangle, one is a square. And if you try to overlap them, right? So let me see if I can try to do that here for you. So if we try to, if I pick up this triangle, right? And I take it here, right? And I put it on this square here. Can you see guys? So see, it's not overlapping. It should completely hide the other. So guys, can you see? I picked up the triangle there for you and I put it on the square. It is not hiding the square. It is not overlapping. So therefore they are not congruent. So let's put back the triangle there. So guys, did you see that? Once more to show you that effect. So if we pick up this triangle and I put it on the square, it is not hiding the square completely. So excellent guys. These two shapes are not congruent, even though their sides are equal. Very good. Let's take a look at the next question. Are these shapes congruent? So what shape do we have here, right? So do you know what shape is this? Can you guys tell me the name of this shape? Okay, so all of you try. And great to see a lot of you responding. Sorry if I'm not able to take everybody's name here, right? But great to see. So what do you guys say? Excellent. So Sapna Raghav says it's a pentagon. Arunagiri says that, right? So the shape of this is, it's a pentagon, right? Because it has 5 sides. Now the question is, are they congruent? Right? So both are pentagons. So here we have a big pentagon and here we have a small pentagon, right? But they are not congruent because they're not the same size, right? One is big, one is small, and when you overlap them, they will not hide or completely overlap each other, right? So therefore, these shapes are not congruent. Excellent guys, superb. So they are not congruent, right? Very good. Next one, right? So here we have 2 circles, right? Are they congruent or not? So what do you guys think? Are these circles congruent? Okay. So what do you think here? Right? So are these circles congruent? So how do we figure that out? Again, the same thing. Are they the same shape? Are they overlapping? So ideally we should be given the radius, right? So let's check. If I try to, pick up one of these circles and try to overlap it with the other one, right? Or let's pick up the blue one here, right? So if I pick up this blue circle, can you see? It's completely overlapping. It's like an eclipse, right? It's completely overlapping the other circle, right? So it totally is overlapping or hiding the yellow circle. So therefore, these are clearly congruent. So did you guys see that? If I pick up this circle and I put it on this, it is completely overlapping it. So yes, these shapes they are same shape, circle, and same size. Okay. So normally, obviously, in your test, you won't be picking it or trying it like this. Ideally, they should give you the radius or the diameter of the circle. So let's say the radius of this circle was given as 5 centimeters, right? And the radius of this one is also 5 centimeters. So therefore, we can say the circles are of the same size. So excellent, guys. Excellent. These 2 circles are congruent because they are circles, same shape, same size. Circles are congruent. Very good. Okay. So now let me ask you this. So remember we started with this question, are your hands congruent? Okay. Right? Are your hands congruent? And here, maybe I'm asking, are they approximately congruent? Okay. So, so Nikola Tesla says yes. What do the other guys think? Okay. Right? So some of you are saying yes, most of you is saying yes, right? So if you take a look at these hands, right? So if you take your hands, so I want all of you to try, right? So take your two hands and take them and see, are they overlapping each other or not, right? Of course, you might have one nail which is longer or something like that, but usually the hands are overlapping each other, right? Yes, somebody's saying, right, Sumangal is saying yes, kind of, yeah. So that's why I'm saying approximately, because maybe a finger is slightly not the same length if you're really measuring it accurately. But if you take it your two hands, right, they're the same shape and same size, and when you fold them, right, so it's like you're doing namaste, right? So when you fold them, they are exactly overlapping. Excellent, guys, excellent. So our hands are definitely congruent because same shape. Remember the key point, same shape, same size. Okay. Yes, hands are congruent. Very good, right? Now if I say this, guys, so what about this? Are these congruent or not? Right? So if I have these two hands, right? Right? So let's say your hand, we're looking at your hands, right? And 1 and 2. Are these guys congruent or not? What do you guys think? Okay. So let's write it below there so that it's clear to you guys. So we have these two hands here, right? 1 and 2. Are these congruent or not? What do you guys think? Right? So some of you are saying no now. Some of you are saying yes. What do you guys think? Are they congruent or not? So let's say that is your left hand, the number 1. This is your right hand, right? Okay. So that's the interesting thing. What do you guys think here? So come on, I want everybody to try. Excellent. You guys are being very interactive. Are these hands congruent or not? And guys, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button right now and do share it with your friends. So come on, guys, try this question here. So if you take a look at this one, right? So how do you decide? So if we take this hand, right? And let's say I rotate it, okay? So for example, basically we're asking this, right? And one hand is like this, right? I don't know if you can see my hands clearly. So one of them is, straight here like this, or maybe I should lift this one, and the other one is tilted like this, right? So guys, if you think about it, if you take a look at these two hands, you can always, so when you're comparing them, you can always rotate it, okay? You're allowed to rotate it, flip it, and then you join. So yes, excellent. They are congruent, right? So you are allowed to rotate, right? Like in computer, right? Like, or in your phone, you can rotate the picture like this. So now can you see? Or same thing you can do with your hand. So now they are looking congruent to each other. Okay. So now if you take a look at the two pictures, right? These hands are, now it's easier to visualize that they are overlapping, because when you bring them together, the hands are going to be congruent. So does everybody get that, guys? So what did we do there? There was a rotation, right? So we basically took this hand and we rotated it just like you would do it with your hand, right? Oops, I rotated it too much there. So there you see, okay? So now it's much easier to visualize that the hands are congruent. Okay, superb, guys, clear? And you please do try it out with your hands also, right? So go ahead and try that, rotate your hand and now you can place it. Excellent. So hands are congruent. So which basically means they are, yes, congruent. So we are allowed to do all this, right? So we can flip it, we can rotate it, we can slide stuff, right? So that's all allowed. It need not be exactly how it's presented. You can rotate it, right? Just like, when you take a photograph, right? But we are not allowed to, crop or stuff. So basically we are allowed to rotate the thing, right? And we are able to flip it. You can take a mirror image, right? Like that. And so then you can check. Excellent, guys. Excellent. So is that clear to you? Now, if we, same thing we apply, are these triangles congruent, right? So normally, again, we are given the thing, right? We should be given the dimensions, the sides of the triangle. But again, to make it clear to you guys, what is the meaning of, as I talked about, right? So what is the meaning of this flipping or rotation? So can you see the white triangle here? So I'm going to check if the yellow triangle is congruent with the white one. So what can I do? If I just take the triangle like this, so, and I try to overlap it, it's not looking like it's congruent, right? So can you see? I picked up the yellow triangle from here and I tried to overlap it here. It's not looking congruent. But guys, you guys are smarter than me. You guessed it. Very good. You are saying it's congruent because what we can do? We can rotate it, right? So now see, if I rotate the triangle like this and now if I overlap it, can you see it's exactly overlapping? Okay, right? It's actually, I think it's gone behind. So let's see if we can bring it in front here. Ah, there you go. Can you see? The yellow triangle is now overlapped the white triangle. So we cannot see it anymore. Same, let's pick up this triangle and see. So if we just put it like this, it doesn't look like it's congruent, right? But you're allowed to rotate it. You're allowed to flip it, right? So again, you do this rotation like we do in a computer, right? And we bring it up in front here. And can you see there? It's completely, and let's see if we can bring it up in front here, right? So bring to front, there you go. So now the blue triangle is right up in front. So all the three triangles that we had there, can you see? We overlapped them. So just to bring them back, right? That's how they were here, right? And this is what we did. We overlapped them and this is what we ended up with, right guys? So there you see. So yes, we are absolutely excellent guys. The triangles were congruent because remember, you're allowed, don't think as it is given. You're allowed to flip, rotate, you know, do all these kinds of things, slide the triangle, move it, right? Whichever words you like to use. So you must check it carefully. But of course, this is not how we do our questions. In our questions, the values will be given. Okay, so some the angle values will be given, the dimensions of the triangles will be given. So that's how we do it, and we are going to be taking a look at that. Super guys. So are you clear about the concept of congruency? Is it more visualized now? Excellent. And guys, if you're liking it, please hit the like button. So let's go ahead and talk about the congruence of triangles, right? So now let's take a look at how do we express it. So what do we have here? So can you see we have two triangles, right? The triangle ABC, right? So this is triangle ABC, and then we have the triangle PQR here, right? Or QPR, whichever way. So triangle PQR. Okay. So now we need to. So when we say the triangles are congruent, we need to check which parts are congruent, right? So basically, what we need to check is A matching with P? Right? Is the point A matching with Q or is it matching with R? Right? So we need to take a look at that. Right? So that's very important to see what part is matching with what, and that's how we express it. Okay? So let's take a look here. So if we, so again, we are going to take this triangle, right? Which is given to us ABC and QPR, right? So we are going to take this and we'll obviously have to flip it, right? So that they look congruent. So let's go ahead and do that. So there you can see it will now look congruent, right? So I'll just bring it back here, and then if we overlap it with that one, right? So if you take a look here, and now you can see it will perfectly overlap, right? So let's get it back there just to give you the idea they are congruent. So basically, what is the important thing here? That what parts are matching. Okay, so as you saw there, A is falling on P. Do you guys agree? So A falls on P. So A and P are matching, right? And similarly, so when we rotated it, so B matches with Q, right? So here we are saying that they are the matches, right? So what is matching with what? A matches with P. The B, I think, is matching with Q. Am I right? Right? So when you rotate it, and the C is matching with R. Right, guys? So do you agree? And now, so if you take a look, that basically we call angle A, right? So angle A, this angle. So let's take a look, guys. Angle A is corresponding to the angle P here. Do you guys agree? Okay, because when we rotated it, please understand that A is matching the point P here. You can't just say, okay, I'd like to take the point Q on top and match it with A, but it won't be congruent, right? So A is matching with P. Excellent, right? So A and P, that's why we mark them equal. Those angles are equal, right? Because they're matching the angle B. Okay, the angle B matches with the angle Q, I think here, right? Q. And angle C, guys. So this angle, or let me mark it with the double thing, right? So these angles are equal, and then the angle C, right? So let's mark it with the triple, this thing is equal to angle R. Do you guys agree with that? Okay, so these are called corresponding angles, right? Because these are congruent triangles, and these angles are equal, the corresponding angles are equal. Very good. I'm coming to some of you are saying CPCT, right? Excellent, right? So these are the corresponding angles, because the triangles are congruent, they're equal. So their angles, their corresponding angles have to be equal, right? We can't say that A is equal to Q. Please note here, very important, A is equal to P here, right? Similarly, B is equal to Q and C is equal to R. You can't randomly say which one is what. Okay, excellent. And similarly, guys, what about the sides? So can you tell me? So sides AB, right? So if you take a look at side AB here, so let's mark it, let's say with this blue dash, right? So side AB is corresponding. So can you tell me which is the equal side in the triangle PQR, which is corresponding to side AB? So come on, guys, all of you try. So which side is equal to AB in the other triangle? I want everybody to try. Excellent. Albert Einstein is saying CPCT, right? Okay, so that's the property we are using. We're going to talk about that. So Rajiv says PQ. What do you guys think? Come on, guys. PR, QP. Okay, so what is a simple trick, right? You can take a look here. Right? What angle is, so if you're looking at AB, it is opposite that green angle, right? The C. So here it should be basically opposite to the green angle R. So I think it's going to be PQ. Okay. So these two guys are equal, and can you say that those sides have the pink and the yellow angle, right? Can you see that? Okay, so these are these sides will overlap. They are the corresponding sides, right? Similarly, you have which side is corresponding to BC here. So if you look at BC here, which one should it be? It should be opposite to that angle A, right? The pink colored angle. So opposite to P is this guy. So we can see. So let's write that down. So basically our side AB, right? So our side AB corresponds to PQ, right? So these guys correspond, so we can write they're equal, right? So these guys are equal. Similarly, BC is equal to this. So this is equal to QR, right, guys? And then the last one, we have AC, right? So let's mark that here. AC is equal to the opposite to the angle Q, right? Is equal to PR. So do you guys agree, right? And in the first part, let's mark the angles also. So these we said, right? So these points were matching. So let's clearly write that angle A is equal to angle P, sorry, in the two triangles. So those angles were equal. Then we had angle B, right? Angle B was equal to angle Q, right? And then you have angle C. Angle C is equal to angle R. So do you guys agree, right? Because they're exactly the same triangles, right? Okay, and so all these, so what are so when the triangles are matching, because our topic is, congruence of triangles. Initially we talked about the different shapes. Now we are focused on triangles, right? Which is the topic of today. So what are there are 6 parts that are matching, right? The 3 angles, can you see there? And the 3 sides. Do you guys agree? So because when the triangles are equal, right, we say these 2 triangles will overlap. So all the 3 angles, the corresponding angles have to be equal, not each angle, right? The corresponding angles need to be equal and their corresponding sides. And excellent, guys, you guys already said this, you guys rock. So this is called CPCT, okay? This is called CPCT because these 2 triangles, ABC and PQR, are congruent, okay? And one very important thing, please write it in the order here. So how do we write it? This is triangle ABC, okay? Triangle ABC is congruent to, okay? So we've taken this as ABC. The first triangle you can take in any order. Now A is corresponding one is P, right? So we have to write for AP, B is Q, and this one is R. So you need to write it in the same order. So triangle ABC is congruent to PQR because A corresponds to P. Guys, do you get that? A corresponds to P, right? A corresponds to P here. B corresponds to Q and C corresponds to R. That's why we write it in that same order. And these 6 things that are matching, we call it CPCT, corresponding parts. So the angles or sides are called parts. So corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal, right? Congruent triangles are equal. And what is the meaning of parts? So the parts can be basically the sides and the angles, right? So sides and angles. So this makes sense to everybody. Is it clear? Excellent. Corresponding parts or corresponding properties, right? Whatever is given in your book, usually I think they say corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and the parts are the 3 sides and the 3 angles. Excellent. Superb, guys. So this is clear. So when the triangles are congruent, all the 6 elements, we call them elements or parts, they are equal. Fantastic. So now the question is, how do we test the criteria for congruence? Because as we discussed, we can't keep, you can't keep turning your question paper, picking up the triangle and overlapping. So now let's talk about what is the criteria for congruence, right? So how do we test if 2 triangles that are given, are they congruent or are they not, right? So the question is, do we have to check all the elements? The answer is no. You don't have to check all the 6 elements. Okay, so guys, please understand this. Like we said, when triangles are congruent, all the 6 elements or all the 6 parts we are saying, right, which means all the 3 angles, right, and all the 3 sides, we said they are equal. But we don't need to check everything. So what is our criteria that we need to focus on? We need to focus on, we just need to check 3 things. Please note, but you cannot check any 3 things. There's a very important criteria or conditions, right? So we need to check, yes, minimum 3, or because 3 is enough, right? So you need to check 3 things, and it can be either, so the first option is you can check all the 3 sides, right? So this is called SSS, or also known as, so let me write it in pink here. So the expansion of SSS is called side, side, side. Okay. So basically you're checking the, right? So now no need to rotate and flip. If all the 3 sides of the 3 triangles are matching, then it's congruent. So that is our first criteria. Second criteria, so we're going to go over examples of these. Second one is side angle side. Okay. So when the angle between 2 sides is equal and the corresponding sides are equal, then also we can say. The third one is, let's say we have 2 angles equal and a side, but they need to be in this order, which we're going to talk about. Angle side angle or angle angle side, right? So those are our options. It should be in the order angle side angle. And don't worry if you're not getting this criteria. We're coming to examples. Angle side angle or angle angle side. Okay. So that's another criteria where basically 2 angles are given and a side. Okay. And the last one, very good. Guys, what is the last one? It's basically RHS. That stands for, right? You have the right angle, right? So you have right angle. The hypotenuse is equal. So this is for right angle triangles. It's specific to right angle triangles, which means they have a 90 degree, right? So right angle, hypotenuse is equal, and the side is equal. So if these 3 things match for 2 triangles, then we can say they are congruent. Clear, guys? So you don't have to check all the things, don't have to do hard work to check all 6 things. Just 3 is enough, but remember, not any 3. Okay? It's specific, right? So these are based on checking 3 parts, right? And these are the conditions for it. Okay? So either SSS or SAS, or you can go for ASA or AAS or RHS. And we're going to be taking a look at some examples. So let's start with our first criteria, SSS. Okay, guys. So if you take a look at these 2 triangles, are they congruent or not? Okay. So how do we decide? So can you see over here? We have this side, right? So 3 centimeters, this side is equal to this side, right? Can you see? 5 centimeter, this side, BC is equal to QR. Okay. And AC is given equal to PR. So guys, can you, oh, sorry, my mistake. I highlighted the wrong one. So 5 centimeters BC is equal to PR here. Okay. And the AC, the last one, right? AC is equal to the one here. Okay. So, so they need not be exactly corresponding that way, right? You just need to, so it doesn't have to be that this, the base has to be same. So if this is 5, this can be 6, because remember, we can obviously rotate it. Okay. So the excellent, nice thing about these criteria is we don't have to do any rotation, flipping. We just have to check, are the 3 sides equal or not? So side, SSS basically means side, 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 right? Are the 3 sides equal or not? Okay. So if you take a look here, and again, guys, these are rough drawings. Okay. So don't, now let's not focus that are we able to rotate it or not? but basically the values are given equal, because sometimes even the diagrams in your question paper may not be to scale. Okay, so they may not look perfectly congruent to you, but you need to assume that these values given are equal. Okay, so these are my rough diagrams. Okay, so don't take too hard that hey, I cannot match them perfectly. So please take the values at face value. So 3 is matching to this one is matching here, and 6 matches here. So what can we write about these triangles, guys? So we can see that AB is equal to PQ. Can you see 3 centimeters? The next one, BC, right? BC is equal to, we have PR 5 centimeters. Can you see that, all of you, right? And we have AC 6 centimeters is equal to QR. Okay, so therefore these triangles are congruent, right? But you cannot randomly write. So be careful here, guys. This is very important. Can I say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR? Can I write it like that? Is there any problem in this, guys? Please take a look carefully. So can I say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR? They are congruent, but one very important thing to say here is to write about here, when you're writing the congruency, the order matters, guys. So one very important thing, order matters how you're writing it. Okay, so you need to write it so that the corresponding, the A is matching to the, if it matches to the P, then you can write it. Okay, so triangles are definitely congruent by SSS. Okay, so on top we can write that. So yes, triangles are congruent. So these two triangles, the triangles are congruent by SSS because all the 3 sides are equal. But it's very important, we have to write this thing in order. Okay, so now how do we write it? So let's, so the first triangle you can write in any order, and it's easy to write in alphabetical order, ABC. Okay, so we've written that, triangle ABC. And for the next triangle, we need to check, right? Who is A matching to? So how do we go about that? So you can go this way, that we are looking at, so first part is AB, right? So AB is 3 centimeters and the next side is 5 centimeters. So 3 is following 5. So here similarly, we have to go in the same order. So basically we are going this way, right? 3, 5, and then you have 6. So same way here, guys, please pay careful attention. You have to go 3, 5, and then 6. So guys, take a careful look. How do we write that? Okay, so please see this here, right? So these triangles are congruent. So some of you are thinking they're not congruent. It doesn't matter about the shape, right? So guys, as I said, don't be very particular about will it exactly match or not. See, I've roughly drawn these figures, but the values are important. The sides are given as 3, 5, and 6. 3, 5, and 6. So definitely the triangles are congruent because all the 3 sides are equal. Okay, so don't worry about the overlapping match because yeah, they may not be looking on the screen same to you. We are not going to worry about that because we are not going to rotate them. Okay, so AB is 3 centimeters followed by BC. So we write it in this order, ABC. So we are going to look for a 3 and a 5 here. So who's the 3 in the second triangle? In this triangle, it's QP followed by PR. So we are going to write this triangle as QPR, triangle QPR. Very important. So don't write it as PQR because this will clearly, you are doing your CPCT. Now why is this very important? Because AB, right, the side AB, which is 3 centimeters, is corresponding to QP. BC is corresponding to PR. Can you see that? 5 centimeters. And then AC, this part is corresponding to QR. And now it becomes easy. Angle A, right, the first angle A will correspond to angle Q. Okay, so please note this, guys. Angle A here, right? So angle A, this angle A corresponds to angle Q here because it's in the order ABC, QPR. So these angles are equal, which you can easily see from here. So these guys, right? What about the next one? You have the angle B, right? The angle B, who is it going to correspond to? Opposite to the 6 centimeter. So angle P, right? And that's what you can see from here. And what about C, right? So the last one left is angle C here, right? So angle C is going to correspond to angle R, right? So guys, writing this order is very important. Okay, maybe I should do a double here to show that the angles are different and a triple for the pink one, right? Okay, so obviously because they are congruent, since the 3 sides were equal by CPCT, the 3 angles will also be equal. the angles are going to be equal, the sides are given equal. Clear? But clearly guys, please remember, very, very important, please write the congruent triangles in correct order. Write in correct order. And that will make your solving also easy, because now you can quickly pick up and see by you've written in the right order. So you know angle A corresponds to Q, P corresponds to P, and C corresponds to R. And how did we find the order? By looking for a 3 and a 5 here. We went ABC. So we looked for the same combination there, 3 centimeter, 5 centimeter. Excellent guys, clear? Okay, so now one important thing. So we learned that 3 sides. So if 3 sides of a triangle are equal, so they are of course going to overlap, right? If the 3 sides are equal, as you saw here, when you rotate them and all, they will overlap. Now one question for all of you. Can angle be a criteria for congruency, right? So basically we are saying if you have 2 triangles, right? So if you have 2 triangles ABC and a triangle PQR, right? So let's say we have 2 triangles and all the angles are equal. So let's say angle A is equal to angle P, right? Angle B is equal to angle Q, right? And we have angle C equal to angle R. Are the triangles congruent or not? What do you guys think? Excellent, excellent. I see Danica Fernando saying no, Jay Reddy says no, Chandan Kumar, very good guys. So here the answer is no. AAA, please remember SSS is a criteria for congruency, but AAA is not a complete criteria. So we can, just because angles are equal, it is not a criteria for congruency, right? Or let me write it in red so that you guys remember. AAA is not, right? Please remember, not a criteria for congruency. So we cannot say just because the angles are equal, they are congruent. Clear guys? So here's an example, right? So take a look at these triangles. If you take a look at these triangles, right? So let's say this angle is, we have 50 degree here. So this angle is, let's say 50, and this is also 50, right? And this angle is 50, this angle is 50 here, and then we have this angle, let's say this is, right? So this is going to be 80, 100 minus that, right? 180 minus that. So we have this. So can you see the angles are equal. So it does satisfy AAA, right? So the angles are equal here. So A criteria is satisfied, right? So this criteria is satisfied. But can you see the triangles are not congruent because they need to be the same shape and the same size. They are the same shape, but they are not the same size, right? Or even equilateral triangle. Very good. So Kirit Ghosh says equilateral triangle, right? 60, 60, 60. But one may be smaller, one may be bigger. And these are definitely non-overlapping, right? Because definitely if you take a look, if you pick up these triangles, right? So if you take this triangle and if I shifted it here, it is not overlapping the other one, right? It is larger in size. So shape is similar, but you can clearly see the triangle is non-overlapping. Do you guys agree, right? So therefore, this is not. And so what are these triangles called? Excellent. I see Srinivas says that, Shweta says that, superb guys. So these are known as similar triangles, right? So remember similarity, or you might be studying that later. So these are called similar triangles. So similar triangles, the condition is AAA, right? But not, it is not a condition. Please remember, not a condition for congruency. Excellent. SSS is a condition, but not AAA. So please remember that, guys. All right. So guys, we've taken a look at our first condition, which was SSS. And we learned that A is not, so you can see that's not in our list. Let's go to the second condition, SAS. Come on guys. So let's take a look at our second condition, SAS, right? So what do we have here? In SAS, if you take a look at these two triangles, ABC and PQR, okay? Again, when the questions are given, you know, in your test or whatever, you don't need to do any rotation. You need to just follow these rules and check for that, okay? So the rotation was just, you know, to give you the idea, to give you the visual feel of the thing. Now you just basically have to go for the criteria, okay? So if you take a look at these two triangles, what is the meaning of SAS? It basically means side, angle, side, okay? And carefully note this, the angle is between, it is sandwiched between the two sides, okay? So the angle is, the two sides are containing the angle. So those two angles of the two triangles need to be equal and their sides need to be equal. Then it satisfies SAS. Clear guys? So if you take a look at these two triangles, so can you tell me, are they congruent or not? So if please check here, we have triangle ABC and PQR, and we are going to use SAS, right? So if you look at these two triangles, we can clearly see, so we'll write like that, right? So in triangle ABC, right, and the triangle we have PQR, right? So whatever the two triangles given, so what do we know? AB. Can you see that dash there? So can you see this is marked here? So AB is equal to PQ, QR, right? So can you see, guys? So this AB is equal to the line below. So we're going to write that AB is equal to, right? Let me write that clearly. AB equals QR, right? Because that's given to us, right? So this is given, right? What else is given here? So we've got AC, right? So AC is equal to what side here? PQ. Do you guys agree? Right? Because that is also given. It's marked here. And what angle is given to us, guys? Right? So can you see the angle? What angle is given to us? Angle BAC, right? Or we can write it in short as angle A. So that angle is equal to angle Q. That is also given. And can you see, guys, that the angle is between the two sides? Please note here, very, very important. Can you see the angle A, right? And the angle Q is sandwiched between the two sides. So it is SAS. The order is very important. You have to go in the same order. Side, angle, side, right? SAS. Side, angle, side, right? And so then therefore we'll say by SAS, right? So now we can clearly say by SAS. Side, angle, side, the two triangles are congruent, right? So triangles are congruent. And now very important again, guys, don't forget, we need to write them in the order. So what is the trick? The first one, you just write it in the order, any order. So we'll take our convenient order, ABC, triangle ABC. So now, guys, can you help me that what is the, when we write the, this is right, congruent to this. Okay. So what is corresponding to A, right? Can you see the corresponding to A is going to be Q, right? Angle A and angle Q are equal. So we're going to write that first, Q, right? And then we have AB. Right? AB is the side which is given with that single dash, right? So that's going to be equal to the QR here, right? Do you guys agree? Because the side AB was equal to the QR. So we're going to write in this form. Oh, I forgot the triangle symbol there. So let's write triangle. So Q, A corresponded to Q, and then we have R, and then we have, of course, C. So here we will have P here, the remaining P. Clear? So guys, excellent, excellent. I see a lot of you have written QRP. So order is very important. Savita has written that. Deepak, superb, guys. You guys are being really interactive. And guys, if you haven't hit the like button, wow, we have over 200 likes. And I'd like to see some more likes from all of you. And guys, please do share it with your friends so that we can have more people join the Manocha Academy family. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, do hit it right now. Excellent, guys. So is this clear to you? This is how you write it, guys. And now this is congruent, and so that means the remaining parts are also congruent. Okay, so by side, angle, side, we know these triangles are congruent. Therefore, you know that angle B. So now it's easy to say because we've written in the correct order. Angle B will equal to angle R, right? Angle C will equal to angle B, and similarly, you know, the remaining side BC is going to equal to PR. Okay, by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. By this, we know these are congruent, so the remaining parts, the remaining angles and the sides are going to be equal because the triangles congruent means they're basically equal. They are the same. Okay? Excellent, guys. Excellent. Superb. And sorry if I'm not able to take each one of your name, but I'm always looking at the chat and I see superb responses and answers. Great to see that. Excellent, guys. Now let's go ahead and try this. Are these triangles congruent? Can you tell me? So if you take a look at these triangles, are they congruent or not? So I'd like you to think of the two conditions that we know, SSS or SAS. So please take a careful look at triangle ABC and PQR, and can you tell me, are they congruent or not? So come on, guys, try. Okay. So are these two triangles congruent? So the question is, definitely we can't apply SSS because all three sides are not given equal to us. So can we apply, so the question is, can we apply SAS here? Can we apply the SAS condition, side, angle, side? What do you guys think? Okay, some of you are saying yes, some of you are saying no. Guys, you need to decide. So come on, I want all of you to try. Excellent, guys, excellent. Okay, so what do you guys think here? So please take a careful look. last time we said the condition is SAS. The angle has to be sandwiched between the two sides. But if you look here, what do we have? Right, we need to go in that order. So if you go in this order here, what do we have? SSA, right? Or if you're going this way, ASS, right? So whichever way you're looking, this angle, it's not an SAS. Can you see that? So if you look at this, if you're going A, B, C, if you're going this way, there's a side first, the side, and then A. So this is SSA, right? And here also the same thing, right? So if you're comparing these, we're going side, side angle, side, side angle. So side, side angle is not a condition. This is not a condition of congruency or not a criteria. Therefore, these triangles, we cannot say by this, we cannot apply the condition, they are not congruent. Okay, so very important, very tricky question, right? So excellent, guys. This is not congruent. You cannot apply SAS because the angle is not between the sides. Clear? Superb, fantastic. Let's try the next one. Are these two triangles, ABC and PQ, are congruent? Again, we can't apply SSS, right? Because all the three sides are not given to us. So same question, guys. Can we apply SAS here? So what do you think? Can we apply SAS to these triangles? Come on, guys. I want all of you to think. So all of you, come on, think here. So can you apply this condition and find out whether they are congruent or not? And again, no rotations, no flipping, no trying to visualize. We are now going for criteria. We've done all that. We've understood it. You guys have mastered that part. Now take a look at this. Okay. So again, if you look here, can you see if you're going in this order, right? Angle is coming side, side. Same way here we have angle side, side. Okay. So guys, this is not matching because it is the angle side, side condition. But this is, we want SAS. So angle side, side is definitely not a condition. Angle side, side is not a criteria. Can you see that, guys? So this is not a criteria for congruency. Excellent, excellent. So it is not, so they are not congruent. We cannot apply SAS here. Superb. All right, guys. Now so we've taken a look at two conditions here, right? We took a look at SSS, the sides are equal, simple, and SAS. Now let's go for the third one, which talks about two angles and a side. But you can't again do any random combination, right? What you feel like. And these are the criteria for congruency. So we're going to look at ASA in that order, or AAS, right? So they should come in that order in the triangles. So let's take a look at our first one, right? The next one. So here, ASA, right? So angle side angle, which basically means so if you take a look here, so if, are these two triangles congruent? So this condition, basically we are going to try to apply angle side angle. So guys, go and see, do you feel that these are congruent? Angle side angle. Okay, so basically on one side you have the two angles. And great to see, guys, the response, and you're enjoying this class, and do share it out with your friends and keep attending the classes. And also do check out our website. If you're enjoying these live classes, I'm taking more live classes on our website on more detailed concepts. So the website is manochaacademy.com. I put the links below, and do go ahead and you can join our courses there, physics, chemistry, and they're at big discounts, because we want everybody to use it. They're available for you. So do check it out, manochaacademy.com. Excellent. Thanks, guys. You're enjoying. So take a look here, angle side angle. So we can apply it here because if you take a look, this angle, so you just need to check the order. So the angle, right? So this is an angle coming, the side and the angle, and they should obviously be equal. So angle B is equal to angle P, right? This side BC is equal to PQ, and the angle C is equal to angle Q. So definitely, guys, we can apply angle. So if you're going in this order, right? We're going in this angle side angle order, angle side angle, can you see? And here also angle side angle. So definitely we can apply the ASA condition here. And can you see that side is basically containing the two angles? So if you look at BC and PQ, it has the two angles, which of course have to be equal, right? You cannot have random angles. So this condition criteria works here, right? So this works, and so therefore these triangles are congruent. So congruent triangles. Again, the key is how do you write them, right? So they are congruent triangles. So remember the rule to write it. First triangle, you just don't have to bother. Just write any order, the convenient one. ABC is congruent to? Now comes the tricky part, okay? Who matches to A? So please take a look, guys. Who's matching to A? So clearly you can see angle A is the one which is not given. So this guy is going to be basically, or let me label it as X, right? So this angle is basically going to match with that, right? So we can go that way. So angle, the A is going to match R, right? And now you can proceed with, or you can think it as AB. So AB is basically the guy with the X and that angle. So that's going to be RP over there, followed by Q. Okay, I forgot to write the triangle there, excuse me. Okay, so clearly see that. So guys, very good, please, excellent, RPQ, right? And please check my answer also. I might also make, you know, some error here because I'm doing it live in front of you. So please take a look. So this is the answer, right? And triangle ABC is equal to, congruent to triangle RPQ. Order, very, very, very important. Okay, excellent, excellent. And we applied our criteria where two angles are given, angle, side angle, right? And then we have another criteria for two angles. So either it can be angle, side angle, or it could be angle, angle, side, but no other combination, right? So these guys, so it should come in the order of angle, angle, and a side. Okay, so guys, now let's see if you can apply this criteria, which is called angle, angle, side. And let me number the triangles for you. So this criteria is called angle, angle, side. Okay, and here you need to tell me, I'm going to go ahead and number these triangles. So this is triangle number 1, this is triangle number 2, triangle number 3, and triangle number 4. So come on guys, apply your mathematical brains and tell me by angle, angle, side. So I'm telling you which criteria to use. We are on the criteria number 3, where we're checking for two equal angles and a side, the side being equal. So which two triangles are congruent? So can you tell me here, you have 4 triangles on your screen. Can you tell me which triangles are congruent to each other? So come on, I want all of you to try. Okay, so here I just numbered the triangles 1, 2, 3, and 4. So come on guys. So let's take a look. Okay, so if we look at triangle, okay, or to make it simple, so let's make it simple. Which triangle is congruent to 1? Okay, so let's not complicate the thing here. So let's say, so what I'm asking is which triangle, so the question is which triangle is congruent to 1? Okay, so which triangle is congruent to triangle 1? Triangle 1 means this one, right? This guy. So which triangle is congruent to 1 is what I'm asking, right? Not about 2, so you don't have to match each pair. So just check 1, is it congruent to 2, 3, or 4? Come on guys, I want all of you to try. Excellent, excellent, great to see answers from all of you. So please try this. So if you take a look at triangle 1, it has, we have to go in this order, angle, angle, side. So 60, 80, 3 centimeters. Are you following me guys? We need to go 60, 83. Now if you look at triangle 2, if you try to do that, it's going to be 83, 60, or 83 centimeters 60, or 63 centimeters 80. So this guy is not matching our AAS because it should come in the same order. Okay, please look, what is our order for triangle 1? We are going 60, 80, 3 centimeters AAS. So we need to follow the same order for the other triangles, right? So 2 didn't match. Now let's look at triangle number 3 here. So if you go 80, 63 centimeters, now is that going to match? So 80, 63, but this guy is 60, 83. Okay, so it's a little tricky, right? So this guy, the triangle number 1 is 60, 83 centimeters, but this is 80, 63 centimeters. So oops, unfortunately, this triangle is not congruent. It's not matching because exactly it has to come in the same order, right? So in the order of the first triangle, AAS, 60, 83, it's not matching. Let's take a look at triangle number 4. So what do we have there, guys? So triangle number 4 we have, if we go in this order, right? Here we were going, so you can go clockwise, anti-clockwise, doesn't matter, right? So that doesn't matter. You just need to go in the order. So if you're going this way, 60, 83 centimeters. Yes. So that one is matching. Excellent, excellent. I see Sri Datta, Albert Einstein, Science is Life, Neetu Tiwari, Farooq Khan. Excellent, guys. So you have the right answer. It is going to be, the answer is number 4. So this guy is congruent, right? Because we are having the same order here, 60, 83 centimeters, and please compare it with the order of 1, right? They are matching. So triangle 1, so we have triangle 1 and triangle 4 are congruent. Okay, so these guys are congruent to each other by AAS. Okay, so you need to clearly write that, right? So you write the angles are equal, right? And then, so I'm not writing all that details, but you can see how we have done by the criteria. Excellent, guys. So we've done the first 3 criteria here. So we made awesome progress, and we just have one last one left. We've talked about SSS, SAS, ASA, or also AAS. So under the third one, you have 2 types, because 2 angles and a side. And the last one is interesting. It's about right angle triangles, RHS. So let's take a quick look at that. It's a very simple one. RHS, what does that stand for? Right angle, right? So right angle, hypotenuse. And again, they need to be equal. So there needs to be a right angle in the 2 triangles. The hypotenuse need to be equal, and any side. So side means here any side. Okay. So guys, see if you can apply the RHS to these triangles. I'll just label them ABC, okay, and PQR. So come on, guys, tell me, are they congruent or not using RHS? So I want all of you to try here. Come on. Excellent. Great to see a lot of folks joined in on this live session. And guys, do let your friends know so that we can have more people next time. Awesome. Do share it out with your friends. So if you take a look here, can you see these 2 triangles? There's the right angle is given. Can you see that? 90 degree here. So I'm going to highlight it in yellow here. Can you see? Angle B and angle Q. So our condition is satisfied. The right angle is there. Correct? What about the hypotenuse? The hypotenuse is AC and PR. They're equal, right? So guys, can you see they're equal to 5 centimeters here, right? So hypotenuse are also equal. So this condition is also matching. The first one matches, second one is matching, right? And any side. So guys, you can see that we have the same equal side, 3 centimeters, right? So clearly by RHS, because all the 3 criteria are matching by RHS, okay, we can see that triangle ABC, again, important to write in the correct order, triangle ABC is congruent to, right? So AB is the 3 centimeter side, right? And we want to be going from, so we're going AB to this unknown side, so RQ, right? So triangle RQP is going to be the order, right? So take a careful look, and the right angle is matching. So ABC, 3 centimeters to the unknown side, right? And then to the 5, so RQP. So these triangles are congruent, excellent, by RHS. And you can also very simply check that using Pythagoras theorem, guys. So if you apply Pythagoras theorem, can you guys tell me what will be the length of BC? So guys, who can tell me what is going to be the length of BC here? Does anybody want to try and tell me the length of BC using Pythagoras theorem? Come on, guys, tell me. So guys, what is the length of BC and the length of PQ, the unknown side in the 2 triangles? So who can tell me? Okay, Danica Fernando has an answer, right? Niyati, excellent guys, right? So you know, you apply Pythagoras theorem, it's going to be, so BC is basically going to be square root of 5 square minus 3 square, right? Because the hypotenuse is square of the sum of the square of the 2 sides. Superb. So this is going to be 4 centimeter, right? So our BC is going to work out to be 4, right? And this PQ is also going to work out to 4. So guys, can you see all the sides are equal, 3, 4 and 5, right? Again, the here the flipping and all you don't have to do. Just look at the sides, 3, 4 and 5, they are equal. So now even we can do by SSS, right? If you calculate the sides, you can apply this side SSS condition. So that way you can quickly prove the RHS, right? But we don't have to do that. If right angle triangles are given, you don't have to calculate the other side. You can directly do by RHS criteria. Clear, guys? Excellent. So come on, we've learned all the 4 conditions here. Remember, here are the 4 criteria for congruency, and let's go ahead and apply it and see if we can solve these. So come on, I want all of you to try. Are these 2 triangles congruent or not, and what criteria will you apply? So here's a question for you to try. Triangle ABC, is it congruent to triangle ADC? So let's write down the triangles given to us. We are looking at in triangle ABC, okay, and triangle ADC, right guys? And so here you can write AB is equal to AD. Why? Because it's given, right? So that's given to us. Can you see they're marked with a single dash? That means they're equal, okay? And the marked with the double dash, right? We have BC, right? Can you see that? So BC is equal to DC, right? So that's also given to us. Do you agree? What else can we use, guys? Come on. Excellent, excellent. I see Shweta has the right answer. Superb. Animesh, superb, guys. Right? So Richa Gupta, do you have the right answer? So because what can we do here? What about so two sides are equal, and can you see the third side AC, it's common. Can you see that? So AC is equal to AC, right? Because it is common. So you can write that also. AC is equal to AC because this is the common side, right? So this is the common side, it is equal. So therefore all the three sides are equal, right? So we don't have to do flipping or anything, right? So this shape, yeah, it looks like a kite, right? I think so. This shape, these two triangles ABC and triangles ADC are absolutely congruent because by using, so don't forget to write by SSS criteria, right? So by SSS criteria, what do we have? So triangle ABC, we'll write that in our convenient order, and you can see that is congruent, right? Not equal, congruent, which is basically, it means they're equal, right? So we write with the congruent symbol, triangle ADC. Okay, excellent, guys. Can you see that? Superb. So these, and don't forget to write the criteria that you used and in the right order. Fantastic. So that's how you do it. So see, we applied our correct criteria. Always think of the criteria in your minds. This is another interesting question, guys. Try. Are these two triangles ABC and PQR congruent or not? Come on and tell me what criteria you're using. So I want all of you to try this question. Go ahead. Are these two triangles congruent? Yes or no? And if yes, what criteria did you use? And it's awesome to see so much response because all of you are writing the answers in the chat. It's great to see that. And guys, if you're enjoying these sessions, do check out our website, manochaacademy.com. We have more courses where I take more live classes. There are videos, quizzes, and questions. So all to help you in your studies, and they're offered at very good prices. So we want to help you guys with your preparation. So guys, do check it out and do share it with your friends as well. Excellent, guys. Excellent. So what do you guys think over here? So what do we have this? Some of you are saying congruent, some of you are not. So if you take a look at this, we have 70, 50. So it looks like two angles are given. So we have 70 degrees and 70. So one angles are equal. But if you take a look at this thing, right, we have the side is equal, but the other angle is not equal. So it looks like they are not congruent. But let's check, right? Because the angle, so if you look at these two triangles, so in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, right? So if you take a look at these two triangles, we know that what is given to us? Angle B is equal to angle Q, the 70-degree guy. So that's given, right? And we also know that AC, right? So we have the side AC is equal to PR. So two things are given. That's nice. Now what we can't apply the condition here. We need a third thing, right? Remember, you need three things in the criteria. So what we can do is, remember, we can work out the angle. Okay, so the other angle we can easily work it out. How do we do that? The sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So what is angle A going to be? Angle A is basically going to be 180 minus 70 plus 50. Simple, right? So that's going to be 180 minus 120. So angle A is basically going to be 60 degrees. So let's put that in, right? We've calculated. Same way we calculate angle R, right? What is that going to be? 180 minus 70 plus 30. So 180 minus 130. So this guy is going to be 50 degrees, right? Do you guys agree? So this angle is going to be 50. Now if you take a look, can you see the angles? Can you see the angles are equal? So we have a 70 and a 70. We have this 60 and 60, and we have the 50 and 50. Okay. So guys, can you see that? So we just quickly calculated the angles. Now again, rethink and see what condition you can use. Right? So now we know that the angles are equal. We are going to write that. So which one do we write? We have two angles, so we can go for a AAS condition, right? We can try for that. So let's take a look at this. So we can write that angle C here, right? So this angle C, the 50 degree, can you see? So this one 50 is equal to this. So we can say angle C is equal to angle R. We've calculated that, right? They're both 50 degree. So guys, can you see we have a 70-50 side, right? And a 70-50 side. So guys, can you see AAS? Excellent, guys. Superb. So we have used the AAS criteria. So what have we used? Please take a look here carefully. this 70 corresponds to the 70, the 50 degree corresponds to the 50, right? Angle, and this side, can you see? So I'm going to mark that in, let's say, orange color. This one is equal to this, right? Do you guys see that? So we have a angle, right? So by angle side, so let's go ahead and write that. Excellent, guys. So by angle side, AAS, and remember it should come in that order, right? Not any random order. So it should follow the same order. We have 70, 50 and the side, right? So what order it's following in this triangle should be the same there. So 70, 50 side, 70, 50 side. Okay. So by AAS criteria, therefore we have that triangle ABC is congruent to, and let's carefully write the next order. So ABC, so A is the 60 degree guy. So we can write triangle P. Okay. And the next guy B is 70, right? So yeah, PQR. It's following the same thing, is congruent to triangle PQR. Okay, so by that criteria. Excellent, guys. So clear? So if you're enjoying this class, guys, please do hit the like button right now and do share it with your friends. And I have an interesting homework question for you also in the given figure, right? So some things are marked in the figure for you. Those sides are marked equal and the angles, right? And now in this given figure, you need to find whether the triangle ABC and the triangle DCB. So these are the triangles we are talking about. Triangle ABC here and triangle DCB. Are they congruent or not? Okay. Are triangles ABC and DCB congruent? I forgot the question mark here, so let me put that. So are they congruent? And give, if yes, give the criteria used if they're congruent. And guys, do write your answer in the comments below. I'll try to respond to your answers as soon as possible. And if you haven't hit the like button, please hit it right now and do share it with your friends. So please go ahead and try this homework question and put it in, put your answer in the comments below. Are these triangles congruent and what criteria you use? That is very important. Did you go for SSS, SAS, right? AAS, ASA, right? So which one did you use out of these criteria, right? Right? So which out of these criteria did you use? SSS, SAS, ASA, AAS, right? So those, the angle sides one or the RHS. All right. So guys, do try this homework question and hope you enjoyed the session. And as I said, we've got this website, manochaacademy.com. The best part is you can open it on a phone, on a tablet, on your laptop, desktop. It works everywhere. So that's the nice part about the website. And I take more live classes on that. So we have, just like we have live classes on YouTube, I'm taking more live classes on the app for physics, chemistry courses, and we have these full courses, right? For physics, CBSE class 10, for the class 10 courses, physics, chemistry, maths, and same for class 9. And we also have ICSE class 9 maths course, the physics course for ICSE class 9. Okay guys, we're trying to add more courses. We've got a lot of requests from you. So great to hear the awesome response, and we really thank you for the great comments we hear and the response that we get. So thanks a lot guys, and please go ahead and share it with your friends. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button for our YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button right now, and don't forget to click on that bell icon, right? Because that will send you notifications for any more videos that we upload or the live classes that we have. So guys, do join us. We'll again have a live class on YouTube next week also, right? And also, as I said, I'm taking more live classes on this website. So please go ahead and take a look. Okay guys, thanks for joining us. I hope, yes, please do stay safe. I hope everyone's taking good care of their health and keep on studying, and you know, your hard work will pay off, right? So keep working hard, keep trying, keep practicing, and keep learning. And most important, right, my main advice is please clear your concepts. That's the most important thing. Once you clear your concepts and enjoy your studies, you'll see it becomes really easy, right? Excellent guys, excellent. So great to hear that. Yeah, one of you is asking, are you working? Yes, I did work at Microsoft before. So I was 7 years at Microsoft in Seattle. Now I'm back in India. So I was working in the speech recognition team there. I was in the software developer at Microsoft that's some time back, and now I'm back in India. Okay, and so some of you are asking about biology. So we are trying to add more courses. We currently have physics, chemistry, and maths. Biology also we'll try to add soon, but currently we don't have it, right? Okay, so thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed the class. And yes, and Vineet Kumar Bhargav is saying, right, Bhagat, sorry, never give up. So yes, please keep trying, keep studying, don't lose heart, and keep up your good work. Okay, excellent. So guys, see you next time, and take care everyone. Have a great day, and hope you enjoyed the class, and do share it with your friends. All right guys, bye. I'm going to sign off here. And so this is Sandeep Manocha signing off. Take care everyone. All right, bye bye.